Hello, Amanda Newworth here. Now, I'd really wanted to just come to you and do something a little bit out of the ordinary for my fellow Australians. Now, before you start going ahead and judging me, um, I am going to be using tarot cards. And the tarot deck that I'm going to be using is an Aleister Crowley deck. Before you judge me, understand that have been hidden arts that are, if we are of love and light, help us. So put your judgment away and understand that the love for which this is coming from. I am of pure soul. I have never partaken in the dark arts in the sense of what you would possibly assume, but I have been trained. And in that training, the training is to actually remember to not go into the dark. That the only dark that we utilize is our shadow. And what I really wanted to do for you today, okay, so I've got my cards here. What I really want to do for you today is to do a reading for my fellow Australians. I want to just capture the energies that are here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to shuffle. And you can hear what I'm saying. You can hear the shuffling of the cards. So I'm shuffling the cards and I'm asking, please, love and light, and with the power of information that we all need at this time, can we please give a clear message for the beautiful citizens of Australia? What is going on in Australia at this time? We're going to be doing my usual spread, which is the three central energies, what's coming up or what energies are surrounding those cards, and also the future, what is in the future, near future. So we're going to have a clarity session, and I'm really, really pleased you're here because we all need a little bit of clarity at this point in time. So let's have a look at the central energy for Australia at the moment. Now, this is interesting. We have the pleasure card. Now, pleasure is an emotional a moment of flow that we've all got. Now, this is the opposite to hopelessness and helplessness. This is a divine moment within ourselves that we can actually hold that little bit of pleasure. It's like that little inner smile. Okay, so we at the moment have a little bit of relief somewhere available to us for us to have and feel a little bit of pleasure. Now, I know for me, the sun is out today, first time in a very long time, almost months it feels, and I am feeling pleasure. Now, what else is around us for Australia? Okay, so we've got the universe, so great, big, huge schemes, massive, massive schemes are going on, and they have to do with money, the earthly things of money and finance. So I want to everyone just stop for a moment and just have a look around. Is there any news? I haven't looked at any news today, wouldn't have a clue. But there is going to be a change. There is an energy of change to do with the wealth, or it's around wealth. So we have a contained pleasure, a divine little spark of hope, pleasure that's in our emotions. The universe has got the great big schematic is going on. So this is going to be the theme of what we're going to be seeing today, and also with wealth. All right, so I'm just going to bring those cards down and pop them out of the way. Okay, and we'll continue. All right, so the energies around those cards are that, yes, we've all been feeling just a tad disappointed, which means that our emotions haven't been able to be replenished. We have possibly had expectations. Well, on the other side of expectations is disappointment. It's just a flow of energy. So we're going to have to find a way to achieve and to get some pleasure into our lives. And it's about the flow of emotions. We've all been having a pretty difficult time, as we all know. Nobody needs to tell us that one. So there is a little bit of a lack of flow in our emotions, and it's coming out as a bit of a disappointment. And again, it's game card. That's quite funny. We've got to make peace with some things. We've really got to make some peace with our thoughts, our thinking processes. Now, the thing about the having peace is it is to do with our thoughts, and a lot of us don't even know how to get on top of our thoughts. And thought is a substance; it is an energy in itself. So to gain pleasure in our lives, we're going to have to find our own way of replenishing ourselves to bring it in that peace, because we have the opportunity of gain to be occurring. Okay, and let's have a look at what the next cards are. So there's a lot of earthly things going on. Okay, so the extra energy around is, got to be very patient. Okay, we have to find our own, what I call sovereignty, dominion over ourselves. It's not about dominion over us. It's not about domination over us. We have to find our own sovereignty over ourselves. Your contract is between you and the Creator. It's full stop. All of these middlemen, e.g., government rules, finances, structure, science, religion, whatever it is, that is not what this is about. This is about you finding your energy within your ability to take dominion over yourself. And you might have to just think outside of the box a little bit, but there is an energy there for my fellow Australians. It's also been quite the challenge to really dig deep into our thoughts to find a little bit of a quest that we've been on to try to keep ourselves above water. There's a lot of things going on that has been very challenging when it comes to our thoughts. And again, it's aligned on the thought level. Thoughts. So our quest is, in fact, to find the correct thinking for ourselves. Now, we've got the Hangman, and Hangman is about patience, 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 patience. But in this entire waiting time, there are opportunities in our angst, in our torturous times, to get the light, to get the understanding, to get information. And so I deeply encourage you to really tune into yourselves, find that energy about getting dominance and dominion over your life, really pursuing what it is that you're thinking, turning that around. And then also you're going to find within all this sort of torturous, upside down, crazy waiting period that we've all been in, that we are going to see the light. There's going to be a lot of sense made. Now, let's coming back to those central cards again, of it being around the emotional flow of pleasure and getting dominion over our energetic flow with our emotions. So finding those things, you've got to find some pleasure. Got to find some pleasure. Got to find some just appreciating trees and all of the rain that we've had in Australia, or that the lockdowns are over. Whatever it is. And these are the central cards that we were basing it on, and it all has to do with the monetary situation, our wealth, but it's also just the things that are around us that are of the earth. So let's see what in our future is coming up. So if we can manage to get that dominion over ourselves, then a virtue, something that comes into balance within ourselves, is going to occur. We're going to have balance. Okay? That balance is something that we need to get that pleasure, to get through these times, to get the hope into our lives. And here's prudence too. So instead of hiding behind and feeling like you can't really say anything, it's time to shine. It's actually time to step up and time to shine. Stepping out with those slightly out of the box new ways of doing things for you on your search, on your quest, will give you the virtue, will give you the flow and balance and a lot of strength, a lot of balanced, well-directed energy, well-directed thoughts, well-directed energy behind your thoughts which is all really about raising your frequency. So we'll keep going and we'll have a look at the next lot, and this will be rounding this one out. Then I'm going to do one on Australia itself. This one's for all of you, and then I'm going to do one for Australia, the actual country. So this is all about going into the earthly situation of transmuting. It's a bit of a long haul, but basically you're going to pull yourself out of your own pool bear, and you're going to find that there's a lot of on offer, a lot of flowing energy available, and you need to be very astute about it, very directed about it. So it's an intentional time, a time to be very intentional about the direction that you want to take your life. All right, so time to be very, there's a lot going on the earth, there's changes going on. We need to raise our emotional and mental frequencies so that then we can be part of the change. And I know you can do it. I know you can do it. So I'm going to just shuffle all of these up again, and I'm going to do a reading for Australia itself. What is going on in Australia? Can you please show us what energies are going on with the Earth of Australia, the generalized Earth of Australia, Earth of Australia? What is the thing that we need to know, the biggest thing that we need to know about what is going on with Australia? Apart from the citizens, beautiful citizens that are just waiting for that moment, can you give us some clarity about the position of Australia at the moment? Thank you. All right. Okay. Right, really wants this card. Well, everybody, this is a really big card of change. This is a card of all structures that have been put into place, or whether they be mental, whether they be institutional. All of the structures that we have been living in are crumbling. Absolutely crumbling. This is really just such the most perfect card. I'm so pleased to see this. Be assured that things are crumbling. Everything is crumbling. Ooh, and what is crumbling? Excellent. All the things hidden and all of the dark forces. It's all crumbling, my fellow Australians. It's all crumbling. All of the structures that we have been under that have stopped us from just being sovereign, being ourselves, being true, whether it being the way that they've captured us mentally, whether they've programmed us, whether it's dark thoughts, whatever it is. Now this one is the dark forces, the devil, all the satanic, whatever. And this one is that hidden, all the hidden, very, very hidden stuff going on. It's all crumbling. It's all crumbling. I just want to, now that gives me pleasure and it gives me a lot of hope. And I hope also with that hope that you can grasp that and put that into your thoughts to then help to create this to happen. The structures are falling. The structures are falling. Let's have another look. We've got a lot of healing coming up, loads of healing. We've got lots and lots of financial gain and earthly gain and enlightenment. After all the torture, we're going to find that we're actually going to get a lot from it. Great healing is on the horizon. We also have brand new thoughts. Absolutely happening. This is absolutely happening. We've got the Ace of Swords. That is the incredible energy available to us to have fresh new thoughts. So this all aligns perfectly for us. And we also have new cycles, all sorts of new cycles that are going to be coming to us. Different things. We definitely need to think outside of the box. We need to be in charge of our direction. We need to be in charge of our direction. So we've got fantastic things coming. Oh, we've got rewards coming as well. We've conquered it. We're going to get rid of all the worry, and we're going to have an incredible amount of peace. So, my dears, one last lot. That is just so exciting. We have to master our mental. We have to master our thoughts. We have to triumph and reach and move our energy up and into new ways. And there is definitely a lot going on that we do not see, but there's magic afoot in the most positive way possible. This is not for the darkness. This is all for the light. The light is here. The light is here. And I'm just going to bring back those original cards. And I just really am very, very excited about that, because that means that I'm so happy. That has made my absolute day. All the structures are falling. All the secrets are hidden that are hidden. It's all crumbling. All the demonic forces are all crumbling. Oh, please. This is just fantastic. And I just bless you all, and I thank you. And I had fun doing this. I might do it again sometime. Let me know whether you enjoy it. Okay, you beautiful Australians. Lots of love.